Not, I am Wild Bill.
And I'm the Weather Girl. We're glad to have you along with us. And today we are taking you back to Alaska. And I thought, as a reporter from Toledo, Ohio, meteorologist and reporter from Toledo, Ohio, I thought it would be really fun to compare Ohio and Michigan fair food because I go to those all the time as a meteorologist for fun live shots. Why not go to Alaska and see if we can do some kind of a fair there, right?
Sure.
And we happen to be going to Alaska right in that window. And we had a couple other story ideas we were trying to chase, but you said, you know what, Kelly, you're really going to like the Alaska State Fair. Tell me why.
And what you mean in that window is their fairs are not during the summer like they are in the Midwest because their growing season is short. So
Right.
they're moving theirs to like the last week in August, first 2 or 3 weeks in September,
Right.
which there are fairs, don't get me wrong, but majority of them are during the summer. So,
Yeah.
and this was, I'd been to the Alaska State Fair before with my parents many, many years ago. And it was kind of on a whim, go to the fair, yeah, well, right. But there, the Alaska State Fair is not the same as Midwest fairs.
Yeah. And this is the reason we read in the first place was I also write a home and garden column. And so I love gardening. And Bill says, Kelly, you're going to want this story. Some of the vegetables they grow are not just big, they're giants. They're incredibly big, right?
Yeah, like a pumpkin over 1,000 pounds and a carrot that weighs 15 pounds. Just so.
Cabbage bigger than a basketball and just giants.
Yep.
Well, some of that is the type of seed you buy and the kind of the strain you're growing. But a part of it also is the fact that there's so much sunlight in Alaska in the summertime that these plants have a lot more photosynthesis and growth in the summer, and they grow to be not only just giants because that's their nature, but giants because they have so much sun.
Right.
Okay, so we go through the whole plane. Let's go to the Alaska State Fair, and we happen to know that friends of ours from a long time ago live in Palmer, Wasilla, right?
Yes, yes, yes. And I hadn't seen Holly in years and years and years, and had not met her husband Joe.
Right.
So we decided that we were going to try and get a hold of them. We got a hold of them. We had breakfast with them. Great to see them. Fantastic. Mm-hmm. We get into the conversation. They say to us, well, what are you doing the rest of the day? Because it was the first day. It was opening day, right? And what are you doing the rest of the day? He said, well, we're thinking about going to Alaska State Fair. Mm-hmm. We are too, Holly says. I'm grabbing my grandkids and we're going. And we're like, okay.
Good. And you gave them a tip. Hey, I think we're going to try to go see the giant vegetables. They thought, oh, great story idea.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So here's the stinker, right? I said, I'm telling Kelly, man, you want to see these vegetables? Bro.
Yeah. That was
we
our
go,
goal.
We look.
We're walking everywhere.
We look. I'm like, I'm sure they were in this building right here last time I was here, right?
Yeah. To the other end. Then we went back again.
Yeah. Then we see an employee. We say, hey, by chance, where are the vegetables? Okay. First time I've ever heard this. Oh, the vegetables aren't in for the first week.
Darn it.
Yeah.
So, as we know, when you do TV news and reporting, you just roll with it and come up with something else. So, we both like to eat fair food, right?
Amen.
So, I thought, why not get my favorite person to help me do a story on the comparison of Ohio and Michigan fair food to Alaska fair food. Let's check it out.
No comparison. You don't always have to be standing to take a shower.
Bright sunny skies. It's so humid and hot.
In the Defender, and we are riding right now into the rain. Let's take a look at that.
You know that some of my favorite places to go are any fairs in Ohio and Michigan, but today I'm in the Alaska State Fair. Kelly, order up! Let's check out their seafood. Instead of trying that beef tenderloin you usually see at any fair in Ohio, I'm trying the deep fried halibut. Where'd you get it?
Seward, Alaska.
All right,
yes.
Let's give that a try. Looks fantastic. Whoa, beautiful halibut right there. Oh man. What do you think?
Excellent, excellent. I've only had one, but there's 3 left, but you can fight me for the other 2.
That was so good.
Yes, awesome, excellent.
On to more Alaskan delicacies, okay?
Enjoy.
All right,
Enjoy your time in Alaska.
Hey, I'm getting rid of the funnel cakes here at the Alaska State Fair, and I'm going to try Alaskan crab cakes. Oh man, this is just not fair. What says Alaska more than how about a salmon quesadilla? We're gonna check it out. They have fish on their head here.
Here's your salmon from Bristol Bay.
Was that the famous fish dance?
Yeah.
That was a famous. Try it out. Ooh, look at all that salmon in there.
I feel a little wilder after eating it even.
Can you do the fish dance, Bill? That is so good! 10 out of 10, way to go! That was really good. When I come to the Alaska State Fair, I hear reindeer is a big thing. Hey, tell me your name.
Hi, I'm Brandy.
Brandy, tell me about this the reindeer thing here in Alaska.
So actually, reindeer is a staple of
Really?
Alaskans.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a lifelong
How
Alaskan.
do I eat reindeer?
So the traditional way to have reindeer is we sear it on the flat top and we put our grilled onions on it and then just some mustard. And that's the way to do it. And that is the way. But now we're known for our reindeer mac and cheese dog.
Kicked it up a couple of them.
I know. So it's like your childhood, but reinvented.
Okay.
Reindeer sausage, mac and cheese, grilled onions, and some bacon crumbles.
You had me at reindeer.
Yep. So
Gotta beat an Ohio State Fair, right?
all right.
I'll give it a try. Check it out. Oh man, look at that. Oh, incredible. Oh, that reindeer dog's almost gone. What do you think?
You know what? I didn't think I would like it as much as I do. It is very good. I'm surprised at the combination of the onions, the reindeer, and the mac and cheese.
With a little bit of what on the side?
Relish.
What do you give it out of 5 stars?
4 plus.
Way to go! That was fantastic. Let's try another one.
Glad you like it. Thank you.
This was a big surprise. The Denali cream puffs, and they are fantastic. Salted caramel and berry, that's what I chose. And you know, cream puffs are good in any state. Reporting from the Alaska State Fair, I'm First Alert meteorologist Kelly Heidman. Lucky me.
If we're a few pounds heavier, it's because of all the food we ate. Literally, when I got to the end, I said to Kelly, I cannot taste test one more thing or it's going to come out my ears.
Oh, wow. That was so fun, though, and I was really glad we did that together because in this time of my career, I was reporting alone. It was not the two of us on our YouTube channel at that point, and so he was my photographer, all of that. And so usually it was just me on camera. This is one of the first times my audience in the Toledo market got to see my guy, and it was a lot of fun. And I loved the taste testing. You always come up with something funny to say, but the food was fantastic. And truly, when you talk about just crab cakes and shrimp, salmon quesadillas. Oh my gosh, the reindeer dogs were out of this world.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be big on the reindeer dogs, but they were good. But the interesting thing was is that why we were doing our ditty, right? You see over my shoulder another
TV crew, and they were from Anchorage. And as Bill and I are talking about, okay, let's do the shot like this, and I go, oh hey, there's a news crew over there. And he turns around and he looks, and in his true fashion, you should go say hi to them. I'm like, oh no, we're busy. He goes, no, we're here. Go say hi to them. And I didn't want to really pull him away and make it all about me, but Bill's really supportive about that. He's like, no, let's go say hi. Yeah. So we mosey over and introduce ourselves, and we have this long conversation with the reporter and photographer, because that's the same thing I did back in Toledo, and talked a little shop. And they said, well, what are you doing here? And we told them that we were doing a story on, I'm a TV meteorologist, and I'm doing a story on Ohio and Michigan State Fair food compared to Alaska State Fair food. And they thought that was hilarious. And they said, can you give me a soundbite? I'm like, oh, I mean, I'm used to be on the other side of the camera, not that side of the camera being interviewed. I'm usually the one interviewing someone. I said, sure. So she asks me a few questions. What are you doing here? And I said, well, actually, we're doing a science experiment. We're doing an official science experiment to see which fair food is better, Michigan, Ohio versus Alaska. And so far, Alaska's a 10 out of 10 or something kind of like that. I really remember. Yeah. But it wasn't very long. And they laughed and we said goodbye. And Bill and I finished our stories and kept filling our guts with great food from the Alaska State Fair. And
then we were driving down to Homer.
Packed everything up.
Going down to Homer, right? And at about 7 o'clock, Holly calls.
At night.
at night, 7 p.m. at night. She calls and she's like, "Oh my gosh!" And we're like, "What?" She goes, "You aren't even in the state for 24 hours and you're on TV." She says, "We saw you on TV. I just can't believe that." We just kind of laughed because we didn't know.
Yeah,
we were on the road. We didn't see it, right?
Yeah.
So she calls us like, "I just saw you on TV," right? So
only Kelly, she says,
yep.
I just see you guys for the first time in 20 years and 24 hours in Alaska, and there you are on my 6 o'clock news. That was so funny. Anyway, but what a wonderful couple, and really enjoying the Alaska life.
If you happen to be in Alaska and it's later in the season, Alaska State Fair is a good option. You'll find it very, very interesting.
And adventure is calling. It left you a message. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you again.
You don't always have to be standing to take a shower.
Bright sunny skies. It's so humid and hot.
In Defender, and we are riding right now into the rain. Let's take a look at that.